I gotta do?
Hello.
Hi, Michael.
Hi. Who are you people?
If you don't know by now. Grandma Tina and Papa Gene.
There you go. And when did you two meet?
1950.
December 16th, 1950.
Yeah.
A day of infamy.
And, yeah.
That's all I asked you.
Okay, stop there.
Who saw who first?
Oh,
I don't
his
know.
buddy sent him over to see me.
That doesn't mean she wasn't looking before, you know, she didn't own up to it, that's all.
What'd you think when you first saw her?
My first impression was she was not for me. She had a beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other, two things that I didn't feel too comfortable with. And this college buddy of mine kept nagging me, wow, she's a nice looking girl, she's tall, she this, that, the other thing. And she had a low-cut dress on, which I never saw again, Michael. Never, it disappeared. But anyhow, she looked great. And so I went over to dance, and that was the beginning.
That was it.
That was it, yeah.
Of course, he left out that he went to the party with a different girl.
No, actually,
no.
we were a bunch of guys, a couple of guys. In fact, I brought a couple of guys from school.
What did you think of him when you first saw him?
Wow. That's it. By the time he left, I came back to the room and said to my sister-in-law, I just met the guy I'm going to marry.
Really?
And she said to me, I'm going to marry your brother.
And she did.
And we did, and she did. Right.
Wow.
Yep.
So how long you've been married now?
It will be 57 years in
In
September.
Uh-huh. Did you ever have any doubts you'd make it?
Oh, sure. You said you didn't.
Doubts to make it in what respect?
Staying married.
Stay married.
Oh, no, I never had any doubts about that. No.
See,
I
good
thought
answer, good answer.
I thought you were talking about getting through raising the kids and all that stuff.
What's the secret?
Patience, fortitude, perseverance.
Working different shifts.
Respect.
Right.
June.
Work nights.
We were always good friends. Respected
That helps.
each other.
That helps.
Yeah, yeah.
So how many kids did you have?
7.
You telling, huh?
And you got what? 5 girls
That's right.
and 2 boys.
There you go.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's it.
And what's harder to raise, boys or girls?
Girls. Girls.
Girls.
How come?
Their moods swing more.
They what?
Their moods
Oh.
swing more.
What's the most important thing you try to teach them all?
I don't think we consciously went through to
I think remembering that your family are going to be your family forever, and everybody
Oh,
else
that's a good
is
point, yeah.
incidental in my book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
That's to me, your sisters and brothers are going to be there forever.
Yeah, yeah.
What do
And
you-
you can see it. I mean, look at how tight knit our family is. By today's standards, it's pretty rare.
So, what do you think that they've want to pass on from you for their kids?
I think basically the same thing.
Yeah, I would say so.
You think they're successful at it?
So far, very successful.
Unfortunately, distance makes it difficult to know just
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
but
There's always secrets that we don't know about, but that's normal.
So, what made you come on down to Florida?
Well, I got transferred down here in 1987. And Tina, we had to sell a house up in Bradford, and Tina joined me in '87. And we were down there, and then I retired in '89, and here I am. Here
A
we
little,
are.
little incidental part is that he came down here for 6 months and we sold the house.
And Tina, yeah.
He was down here for 6 months while the house was being sold. And
And
that
any-
happened, I think, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you here in Florida during that time,
Yes,
or did you
yeah.
wait in Brantford?
I was in Branford selling the house. He
I
was
was
in
by
Florida
myself.
working.
I had an apartment in Orlando, and she stayed up there to sell the house. It took about 6 months.
What's the happiest thing that you remember?
Surviving.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I have a lot of happy memories, Michael, but I think probably the most thing that sticks more than anything is Tina's beating cancer. That was a huge, huge turning point for us because she was diagnosed in having a very serious situation, and nobody thought she'd make it, including the doctors, and she did. She's still with us, thank God.
Tough old bird.
Well, that's interesting because a lot of people would say that was the toughest thing, and you remember that as the happiest thing.
Well, the survival
The
was
survival part, yeah. I mean, getting through it was it just pumped you up.
Well, it was
At least I
it was
did.
also Dad started the survival routine, so I had to keep up with him.
Yeah, that's true. We've both been very lucky
Yeah.
in that regard. In every regard, really.
So, what's the next goal that you have?
I think we met them.
Great grandchildren.
Yeah. I think the only goal I can think of at this stage of life, we'd like to leave you guys something when we die, and that'll be the end of the chapter, really.
No, we want you to die with your last nickel.
Roots and Wings.
Well, I used to feel that way that the last check I was going to write was going to bounce,
And he is trying.
I'm trying.
Susie gave us a plaque one time and it says, the only thing you should leave to your children is roots and wings.
Yeah, that's
And if they have that,
A few memories.
everything else will take care of itself.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, was this easy?
No, it's not easy,
Oh, no.
but it's worth every bit of it. That's a fact.
What are you thinking about, Gene?
No, I was just thinking, when you asked, was it easy? No. At times it's very tough. Raising 7 kids is tough. I don't, whether you're financially okay or not. It's tough. But it has its, outweighs by the joys that we've enjoyed with the kids. We've got a lot of great memories, and that's what counts.
We have 5 grandsons and 5 granddaughters, and we love them all. They all, I think, they all love us.
What was the toughest thing to get through?
I really don't. Nothing stands out, really.
Well, I personally think the toughest time was the early years. Didn't have much money. I worked crazy hours, 6 days a week, and she had to do all the hustling around with the kids and all that. Those were tough years, I think. But once we got beyond that, it's there's a bump here and there, but that's life.
We did luck out with all our in-laws. That's one thing we're grateful for.
Yeah.
Jean said to me one time, we're really lucky. All our sons-in-law are highly intelligent people.
Yes.
And the children are all ahead of the game because of that, the grandchildren. And it's true.
We really have a,
What about you some dinner?
very, very bright bunch of grandkids.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, you're welcome.